Number 13, Delano. Number 24, Javier Dudley. And number 54, Landon Grant. And now the home team from Johnson High School. Number 1, Royal Man.
Where'd he go?
Number 3, Shane Johnson. Number 12, Kendall Dow. Number 21, Mitch Iden. Number 22, Joseph Taylor. Good luck to both teams.
Clemens Buffaloes have their first goal of the regular season. Leave it down once you Marcus Gates swings away on that one. Going back to the wall. That one is gone. See you later. Clemens Broadcasting Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway, round 1 of the UIL playoffs. The Clemens Buffaloes, S.A. Johnson Jaguars. The Johnson Jaguars come into tonight's game 10-1 in district play. Meanwhile, Clemens was 14-2, or overall 14-2 on the season. As an early turnover gives Clemens the ball back on offense for the first time tonight. C.J. Bledsoe, Theo Grant, Jameer Dudley, Landon Grant, and Delano DeHughes started off here at the Taylor Field House. Jameer Dudley on possession, hands it off to Theo Grant at the wing. Second broadcast in 24 hours, we're ready to go. On it, here's Landon Grant, turnaround jumper, good, knocks it in. And Landon Grant has the first 2 points of the game for the Buffaloes. Off the turnaround jumper there. As the Johnson Jaguars, number 1, a Royal Man, will walk the ball up the floor to Landon Hughes. Applying pressure, layup off the backboard, no good. Rebound grab by number 24, Jameer Dudley, the sophomore dual sport athlete for both Clemens football and basketball. Now Jameer Dudley will fire a 3, and that one's off the mark, no good. DeHughes grabs the rebound, as can't retain possession, and Johnson will bring the ball up the floor. C.J. Bledsoe applying the pressure here on number 12, Kendall Bow. Hands it back out to his teammate at number 22, Joseph Taylor. Puts up a floater, off the mark, no good. C.J. Bledsoe grabs a rebound, as now he'll walk the ball up the floor. No rush here, hands it off to Theo Grant at the wing. Pick and roll by Landon Grant. Theo Grant will hand it back out to C.J. Bledsoe. Clemens has played real good all season against high-caliber teams. They lost their season finale against Wagner, as Bledsoe goes inside, draws contact, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. So C.J. Bledsoe will go to the free throw line for 2 shots after the missed layup there, and Bledsoe knocks down the first of 2. C.J. is going to be a key player to watch tonight here for the Buffaloes. C.J. Bledsoe's second free throw is wide of the iron, so it goes 1 for 2 at the line, and Clemens has jumped out to an early 3-0 lead. As Delano Hughes applies the pressure here at the top of the key, bounce pass here to the teammate at number 22 of Joseph Taylor. Now redeciding what they want to do up here. Pull up 3 is good, knocks it down. As that was number 22 of Joseph Taylor. So Johnson 1 for 1 for beyond the arc here. Theo Grant nearly lost possession, hands it back out to CJ Bledsoe, goes inside, and a travel called against Bledsoe. On the score update, it was actually Kendall Bow who made the three-pointer. Now he goes inside, reverse layup. What a play by Kendall Bow underneath the basket. Reverse layup is good. And a 5-0 run for the Johnson Jaguars after Clemens jumped out to a 3-0 lead. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Round 1 of the UIL playoffs from San Antonio, Texas. We'll be right back. Going back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network here. CJ Bledsoe trapped up on a full court press. Landon Hughes chucks it all the way down the floor. He gets over the head of Taylor, and now blocked at the rim is Landon Grant, and Grant will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. So Landon will look to tie the game up. We haven't seen a whole lot of him this season as he's been out quite a bit this year, but good to see Landon Grant going to the free throw line for 2 shots. So Grant at the line looking to tie the game up at 5 apiece. First of 2 on the way is good, knocks it in. So Landon leads the way for the Buffaloes with 3. As Jameer yet to score here tonight. As Landon Grant here at the line looking to go 2 for 2 at the free throw line, as that one is good. So Grant converts on it and ties the game up at 5 apiece. As Johnson will walk the ball up the floor here. On it now, man. Out to his teammate at number 3, Shane Johnson. On it once again is Kendall Bow. Goes inside, draws contact, 3 guys around, and Kendall Bow called for a charging foul, so Jameer Dudley will have the inbound pass here for the Buffaloes. So Dudley will pass the ball inbounds here, as no subs have been used here up to this point. Theo Grant on possession here. He'll bring the ball up inside at the perimeter, goes back out at the wing. Will slow it down, hands it off to his teammate number 24, Jameer Dudley. As Dudley will hand it off to CJ Bledsoe at the wing. Bledsoe back out to Grant at the top of the key. Now Jameer Dudley with it at the other corner at the wing. Delandon Hughes pump fake, drives inside, gets past Kendall Bow. And a charging foul called against Delandon Hughes as he's going in full speed. An offensive foul called against Clemens. So both teams with 1 turnover off of offensive fouls. And now the Johnson Jaguars will have the inbound pass here. Hands it into number 1, Royal Man. Man will walk the ball up the floor as Delandon Hughes will be the lone defender here. Running the ball up the floor here. Man hands it off to his teammate number 3, Shane Johnson. Gets past Jameer Dudley, goes inside. 3 guys around, gets a hand on it, and a nice block there by Grant inside. As that'll be the first Clemens block of the game. As inbound pass here, gets it over to the corner at the wing, deciding what he wants to do with it, gets pass here, and a blocking foul called against CJ Bledsoe, as Kendall Bow has already been dangerous tonight, has scored all 5. As now number 1, Man will have the inbound pass here for the Johnson Jaguars. The inbound pass here coming up, passes into number 3, Shane Bowman off the mark, no good. Dudley draws contact there as he was bumped into there. So going to the free throw line for 2 shots once again will be number 1, Royal Man, as this will be the first Johnson Jaguar to make an appearance at the line tonight. As they're going to take the lead back for the Jaguars. So 1 of 2 on the way for Man. As no subs have been used by either team yet, as that one clean for Man, as he got his first point of the night. As Man will get his second free throw on the way. Looking to expand the lead to a 2-point lead. Second free throw for Man is off the mark, no good. Jameer Dudley grabs the rebound. as he's been good grabbing double-doubles this year. Looks as we'll hope to see him get another one tonight. Theo Grant on possession, pick and roll from his brother Landon Grant. Fires a three. This one is off the mark, no good. Rebound grabbed by number 11 for the Jaguars, L.J. Brown. Alley-oop, misses the slam, and here comes Jameer Dudley back down the floor off of the rebound. Dudley over to Theo Grant. Grant, pump fake, goes inside, two guys around. No foul call. Landon Grant gets a putback, foul, no call. And now Johnson will walk the ball back up the floor here. Shane Johnson hands it off to Mann. Mann will walk the ball up the floor here. In the corner, three on the way. That one is off the mark, no good. Jameer Dudley grabs another rebound. As Johnson now 1 for 3 from beyond the arc here. Jameer Dudley nearly lost that one. As Johnson by 1. Landon Grant will set the pick. Jameer Dudley has it. As Delaney Hughes goes between the legs, tries to cross over. Theo Grant will fire a three. That one's short of the iron, no good. And Clemens starting the game off 0 for 2 from beyond the arc here. And a defensive stop here early. Bow goes inside, slows it down, goes up in the air, nearly had a travel. Got the pass out in time. And now, man, actually number 11, L.J. Brown is on possession. Hands it off to his teammate of Man. As Marcus Gates and Shaq Vergese will come into the ball game momentarily. Looks to go inside, spinning around, pull-up jumper. This one is off the mark, no good. As C.J. Bledsoe grabs the rebound. As foot was on the line, so no three-pointer. C.J. Bledsoe will slow down the pace. And Clemens will decide what they want to do with it. Delaney Hughes to Jameer Dudley. Back out to C.J. Bledsoe. Bledsoe slowing it down. Crossover. As Bledsoe will do a little handoff to Delaney Hughes, being guarded by L.J. Brown. Brown having the heavy pressure here. Jameer Dudley goes inside. Pull-up J off the mark, no good. Clemens struggling to find their stroke early. As Shane Johnson grabs the rebound, sprints up the floor here. Draws contact. Foul and one. Excuse me, so a charging foul call there. So that's another turnover against the Johnson Jaguars. As Johnson has 2 tonight, Jameer Dudley will take a seat as senior guard Shaq Vergese will check into the ball game along with the other senior of Marcus Gates. So Theo Grant on possession with 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. Both teams have had a lead at one point in this one. And now Theo Grant will decide what he wants to do with it. He's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. He'll hand it off to his teammate Marcus Gates into the corner to Shaq Vergese. Inside pass to Landon Grant, keeps it alive. He steps out of bounds, and Landon Grant has a turnover there, as that's Clemens' second of the night. And now the inbound pass here for the Johnson Jaguars. Man will be in no rush here, walking the ball up the floor. As we only had one timeout used here in the first half. Inside pass there. Tries to get separation. Puts up a shot. Layup is off the mark. No good. Grant can't grab the rebound. The putback is off the mark. No good. Rebound grabbed by C.J. Bledsoe. Bledsoe, 3 guys around trying to get separation. 6 seconds gone on the call here. Vergese tries to get it out of there. That one's deflected out of play. An inbound pass coming for the Clemens Buffaloes. As C.J. Bledsoe has 3 rebounds to start the game, and Jameer Dudley had 4 before he was taken out. But we haven't seen much of CJ and Jameer on offense, as CJ only has 1 point so far to his name. He'll design the play, calls for Theo Grant, bounce pass to Shaq Vergese, inside to Marcus Gates, tries to lob it up to the Landon Grant, as Clemens has 3 turnovers now at this point of the ball game. There's no need to slow down the pace here. Shane Johnson will hand it off to his teammate, number 1, Royal Man. Pick and roll here, gets past 2, hands it back out here. Tries to go up inside, blocked on the way up. What a play there by Landon Grant. Second block of Clemens of the game. Shaq Vergese slows it down. A man short. Theo Grant pops a 3, and that one's off the mark, no good. As Clemens now 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. As has the same feel from beyond the arc as last game. A 3-pointer on the way for the Johnson Jaguars is off the mark, no good. They're now 1 for 4 from 3-point land. As number 3, Shane Johnson's trying to get his feeling now, as Jameer Dudley will come back into the game momentarily with 34 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lobs it over to Theo. Pump fake. Goes inside. Gets another man to miss. Landon Grant off the backboard. No good. Grabs his own miss. Put back. Good. Knocks it down. Landon Grant with 6 points in the first quarter. Clemens takes back the lead 7-6. Johnson, 3 guys in the backcourt. They will not rush it here. Amari Little and Jameer Dudley will come in momentarily. As tries to get separation here, goes inside, 3 guys around here. The putback is good for number 12, Kendall Bow, who's got 7 here in the quarter. All 7 to Jaguars points here. Shaq Vergese launches a 3. That one is nearly goes in. And that will end quarter number 1. Clemens 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Shaq Vergese nearly had a half quarter. Clemens 7, Johnson 8. We'll be right back. You're watching round 1 of the UIL playoffs on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Don't go anywhere. We're back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. An inbound pass will come in from number 10 senior Amari Little. So Little will have the inbound pass here for the Clemens Buffaloes. Shaq Vergese will have it here. Coming up at halftime, the Clemens Broadcasting Network halftime report. Clemens nearly turned it over. Shaq Vergese will reset it at the top of the key. As Vergese fires a 3 of his own, that one is off the mark, no good. At a rebound grabbed by the Johnson Jaguars, and the struggles from beyond the arc continue. 0 for 5, and a charging foul called against the Johnson Jaguars. That's their 3rd of the night. Both teams are even at 3 turnovers apiece, and coming in for the first time tonight is number 30, Chase Parker. So Jameer Dudley will have the inbound pass here. On the floor is Dudley, Vergese, Parker, Grant, Amari Little. As those are the 5 on the floor for the Buffaloes. Shaq Vergese over to Amari Little. Little decided what he wants to do with it. 4 seniors on the floor. Vergese fires a 3. That one is off the mark, no good. Rebound grabbed by Johnson. So Clemens struggling from beyond the arc here early. As going inside here, Chase Parker nearly poked it away. Layup off the mark, no good. Kendall Bow, put back is good. Kendall Bow, 9 on the evening. And expands the lead for Johnson, 10-7. Clemens trails by 3. Got to get the 3-point ball going here tonight. Clemens overshot it last night as they've been knocked down 1 for 11 in the girls basketball game. As Chase Parker has it, Landon Grant on possession, passes over to Jameer Dudley. Dudley back out to Little. Parker in the corner. 3-pointer is off the mark, no good. Another rebound grab by Johnson. Clemens now 0 for 7 from beyond the arc. Chase Parker nearly poked it away. On it now is Kendall Bow, dribbling up against Parker, tries to get separation, passes it back out, pump fake here. Grant has a hand in the face, travel called against Johnson. Clemens will get the ball back on offense, 6:30 to go here in the first half. So Landon Grant will be subbed out of the ball game in exchange for number 50, Dominic Masteller. As Masteller has done the dirty work this season. He had 2 blocks in the steal game as that was his first game on varsity. Look to see more of him tonight. He's going to be needed inside the boards. Isaac Spreen hasn't come in yet for the Buffaloes. As Jameer Dudley back out to Shaq Vergese. Amari Little, Chase Parker. Parker has an inside pass. He'll pass up on it. As a timeout called by Coach Bell, and the Buffaloes didn't like the way the offense was looking on that play. So timeout here from Fieldhouse in San Antonio, Texas. We'll be right back. Round 1 of the UIL playoffs. Going back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, an early turnover from the Buffaloes puts them at 4 on the night. Jameer Dudley nearly had the turnover. As inside here against Dominic Masteller, he nearly poked that one away. Out here at the perimeter, deciding what they want to do with it. On possession now is Taylor. Taylor pull-up jumper, good. That one was wet and knocks it in. First 2 points of the night. As the shot is good, and now Johnson leads 12-7. As Amari Little on it, CJ Bledsoe will come in here in a minute. Back, Shaq for G's back on possession. Poked it away here. Clemens turnover number 5 goes in, and contact drawn there. So 5 turnovers against Clemens tonight. So the inbound pass to come in for the Johnson Jaguars. Theo Grant and CJ Bledsoe will come into the ball game. So the inbound pass coming in for Johnson underneath the basket here. Johnson pull-up jumper off the mark. Dominic Masteller grabs the board. And now Clemens will bring the ball up the floor here with Jameer Dudley. Dudley on it here, hands it off to CJ Bledsoe at the top of the key. As Clemens will slow down the pace, Theo Grant on possession. Hands it over to Jameer Dudley in the corner. Dudley will fire a 3. That one is off the mark, no good. Diving on it is CJ Bledsoe. As last touched by CJ, and Clemens will miss the opportunity to score on that possession. Clemens 0 for 4 in quarter number 2 from beyond the arc. Nobody has scored in the second for Clemens. Last one to score was Landon Grant on the layup. They just need to go for easy points right now. The shot is off the mark, no good. Theo Grant grabs the rebound. As Grant will slow it down, hands it off to CJ Bledsoe. Trying to get speed up the pace here. CJ Bledsoe trying to go inside underneath the basket. Shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound grabbed by Johnson's number 23, Josh Tusiver. As he hands it off to his teammate number 12, Kendall Bow. Jumper is off the mark, no good, over Chase Parker's head. And a foul called against Parker. .430 to go here in the half. Coming up at halftime, Clemens Broadcasting our halftime report. As the inbound pass for Johnson here, looking for someone open here, puts up a shot there. And Jameer Dudley called for the foul as he hit the arm of number 3, Shane Johnson. So Johnson will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Johnson will get ready here to take his 2. Marcus Gates will come in momentarily after the first free throw. So first of 2 for Shane Johnson's off the mark and no good. As he's yet to score tonight, Jameer Dudley will be subbed out of the ball game as he's been at 4 rebounds here on the night. So the second free throw coming up for Shane Johnson is number 22. Joseph Taylor will take a seat for Johnson as misses both here. Goes over the head of Dominic Masteller. Rebound grabbed here. Johnson went 0 for 2 at the line here. Step back jumper is good. Knocks it down. As that's a 3-pointer there for Kendall Bow, who's got 12 on the night already. And now Johnson has their biggest lead of the night at 8. Marcus Gates on possession. They need to go inside. Marcus Gates to Chase Parker. He won't fire a shot. Back to Dominic Masteller. Masteller tries to get separation here. Hands it off to Marcus Gates. Gates goes in, loses the ball. And Johnson forces another turnover on Clemens. Here comes the Jaguars against Masteller. Euro step, layup off the mark, no good. Second rebound of the quarter for Dominic Masteller. And here comes CJ Bledsoe running the ball up the floor. 3:40 to go here in half number 1. Theo Grant on possession. Deciding what he wants to do with it. Slowing it down. Pick and roll here by Masteller. Theo Grant gets separation. Goes inside. Layup is good. And finally, Theo Grant gets some points on the board for the Buffaloes. And brings Clemens within 6 with 3:20 to go here in the second. Chase Parker has the defense. Bounce pass over to his teammate, number 23, Josh Tusiver. Pull up 3. That one is short of the iron. CJ Bledsoe grabs the rebound. And here it comes Bledsoe. Draws contact. Layup is off the mark. No good. As a missed opportunity to grab the rebound all the way down the floor here. And at the rim, denied. As a travel called against Johnson, as that's their 4th of the night. Clemens with 6 Landon Grant will come into the ball game in order to get some rebounds. It looks like Kendall Bow will take a seat along with number 23, Joseph Tosever. So Kendall Bow won't be subbed out. Will be on the next dead ball here. As Delano DeHughes will check into the ball game in exchange for Chase Parker. Marcus Gates will take a seat. So DeHughes and Malachi Geis will check into the ball game. As this is Geis' first appearance on the evening. Here's Delano DeHughes, back out to CJ Bledsoe. Tries to get a pick and roll, doesn't take advantage of the shot here. Back out to Delano DeHughes. DeHughes back to Bledsoe. Bledsoe has it at the top of the key, slowing down the pace, being guarded by Kendall Bow. Bledsoe on possession, drives inside here, Euro step. What a play! CJ Bledsoe converts on that one, third point of the night, and brings the Buffaloes within 4, 15-11. What a play by CJ Bledsoe, Euro step, reverse layup and in. And out of the corner here, pump fake on Grant, goes inside here, layup is no good, put back off the mark. Rebound grabbed by the Johnson Jaguars, block on the way and one. Converted for LJ Brown, so he'll go to the free throw line for one more to convert on the and one opportunity. So Brown will go to the line to convert. With Johnson up by 6, they're in the bonus now. As free throw for LJ Brown is good, 18-11. As he goes 1 for 1 from the line with 3 points. Kendall Bow leads the way with 12 on the evening. 2:05 to go here in the first half. Malachi Geis back to CJ Bledsoe. Amari Little won't fire the 3. Hands it back out to his teammate of CJ Bledsoe. Bledsoe designing the play here. Deciding what he wants to do. Amari Little back on it. As he won't pass to Theo Grant. Bledsoe pump fake. Malachi Geis deciding what he wants to do with it. That one's turned over. And here it come, the Johnson Jaguars back up the floor here. Slam it down. Number 25, Mitch Iden with the dunk. And Johnson leads by 9, their biggest lead of the night. Bounce pass here, out of reach there. Substitution will be made here. Is coming in for the first time tonight will be number 32, Patrick Wilkins. This is the first time we'll see him here in the playoffs. As Clemens, another turnover here in the half. Johnson trying to slip away here going into halftime. Clemens needs some offense going early. Pick and roll there. Gets a screen, goes inside, over to the corner. Iden three-pointer is off the mark and no good. Last touched by Landon Grant. So Johnson will have the inbound pass here. So Johnson can't convert on that one. They're now 1 for 6. Last touch by Johnson, and Clemens will have the inbound pass here. As 5th turnover of the game against Johnson. As both teams are not playing the highest caliber offense here. Defense has been on point here in the first half. As Clemens needs to find a way to get inside the paint. That's where all their points have come tonight. As CJ Bledsoe back out to Patrick Wilkins. CJ Bledsoe on it at the top of the key. Back out to Theo Grant. Grant over to Landon Grant. Grant all the way over to Patrick Wilkins. CJ Bledsoe on it, being guarded by number 1 man. Theo Grant on it. Over to Patrick Wilkins. Three-pointer is short of the iron. That's been the story all night long. Clemens now 0 for 9 from beyond the arc. Bounce pass here, gets past a defender, floater off the backboard, no good. Marcus Gates grabs the rebound all the way up the floor, 40 seconds to go. Spin move, Theo Grant fires the 3, that one is good! There it is, Theo Grant converts on that one. He's got 5 in the half, and Clemens within 6. Theo Grant needed that one, as the only member of the big 3 for Clemens that hasn't scored tonight has been Jameer Dudley, who's been silent up to this point. As a hard pick there by number 1 man, but CJ Bledsoe is able to recover here, and it looks like Kendall Bow will have the last possession of the half. Bow gets separation, drives inside here, puts up a shot, off the mark, no good. Marcus Gates grabs the rebound over to Theo Grant. Grant needs to hurry, needs to put up a shot all the way, and that one is off the mark, no good. End of half number 1, Johnson 20, Clemens 14. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Coming up at the break is the Clemens Broadcasting Network halftime report here from the Taylor Fieldhouse here in San Antonio, Texas. Home to NISD Athletics. We'll be right back here. Johnson 20, Clemens 14. We'll be right back on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Well, back here to the Taylor Fieldhouse here in San Antonio, Texas. Round one of the UIL playoffs. The Johnson Jaguars lead 20-14 here in the Bi-District Championship. The leading scorers for tonight is Kendall Bow, number 12. He dropped 12 points to start the half. And then Landon Grant leads the way for the Buffaloes with 6 in the first quarter. Clemens has converted a lot of their points from inside the paint, so that's one thing to get them going, to get the second half ready to go. In our last broadcast, Theo Grant opened up the third quarter with 10 points, so that's one thing to watch for Theo Grant to get him going early. CJ Bledsoe is real good inside the paint earlier tonight, so he needs to find a way to get inside the paint. Landon Grant grabbed the rebound. Jameer Dudley doesn't have a point here in the first half, so that's one thing to watch out for. Jameer Dudley warm him up in the second half. Clemens needs to have a good second half in order to advance to the area championship. I believe that game would be Friday for the winner of that one. Meanwhile, here for the Clemens Broadcast Network, our next broadcast will be Thursday night at 6 as the boys soccer team hosts the South San Bobcats at 6 p.m. Early game. South San doesn't have a varsity or a JV team, so that game will be played early. And then Saturday, we'll have girls soccer here on the Clemens Broadcast Network at 10 a.m. as they host the Judson Rockets here 45 seconds away from half number 2. Johnson 20, Clemens 14. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcast Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, back here to the Clemens Broadcast Center, round number 1 of the UIL playoffs. In the corner, shot not taken here. On possession now is number 12, Kendall Bow. Bow go inside, pull-up jumper is good. Wow, Bow gets that one to drop after a couple bounces. He's got 14 on the evening and expands the lead back to 8, 22-14. Jameer Dudley on possession. Looks over to Theo Grant, hands it off to him at the wing, back out to Dudley, underneath the basket here to Landon Grant. Grant loses it, tries to draw contact, and here comes Johnson back up the floor here. A floater is good for number 22, Joseph Taylor. He's now got 5, and Johnson has their biggest lead of the night at 10. CJ Bledsoe on possession, pick and roll here. Slowing it down, deciding what he wants to do with it. Bledsoe bounce pass here, and a travel called against Clemens. That's their 8th turnover of the game. As the inbound pass here, given to number 1, Royal Man. Man will run the ball up the floor here. He's being guarded by Delano DeHughes. On and now is number 12, Kendall Bow. Puts up a shot, and the floater is good for number 3, Shane Johnson. And Johnson has started off the half on a 6-0 run. Timeout, Coach Bell, and the Buffaloes not the start that they were looking for here. Johnson starting off the half red hot. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. We're back here at the Clemens Broadcasting Network as Clemens need to pick up the pace right here. Jameer Dudley will have the inbound pass here for the Buffaloes. As Dudley with the inbound pass here to CJ Bledsoe. Bledsoe on it here, driving inside, slows it down, pick and roll. Bledsoe staying at the perimeter. Theo Grant on it here, 0 for 9. Back out to Delana Hughes at the perimeter. Jameer Dudley on it. Clemens needs to put some more oomph in their shot in order to get the 3-ball going. Jameer Dudley has separation, drives inside, draws contact, and Dudley will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. As only 7 points have been scored a quarter for Clemens. So I need to get something going here. Inbound pass to Theo Grant. He's open. Passes up on the shot here. Delana DeHughes was open. As Theo Grant didn't take the opportunity either. Back out to DeHughes. DeHughes on it. Underneath the basket to Dudley. Dudley's hit and no foul called. Back up the floor will come the Johnson Jaguars. Layup is good. And another one for number 22, Joseph Taylor, who's got 6. And it's now 28-14, 14-point lead. Dudley's on possession here. Back out to Theo Grant. Johnson, 8-0 run. CJ Bledsoe fires a 3. That one is good. CJ Bledsoe converts on that one. So CJ Bledsoe knocks that one down. And Clemens is actually 2 for 11, unaware of one of the 3-pointers made earlier. As underneath the basket here, the shot is missed. Delana Hughes grabs the rebound. As he'll get away here, and now back up the floor will come CJ Bledsoe. Bledsoe on it here at the wing. Back over to his teammate Delana Hughes. Theo Grant back to Jameer Dudley. Dudley going inside here, gets separation off the glass and in. Jameer Dudley converts on that one. As now 5-0 run for the Buffaloes. 28-19 all the way to the basket, and that one's a miss, and the putback is good for number 21, Mitch Iden. And Johnson takes it back to an 11-point lead. Here comes CJ Bledsoe up the floor. Clemens has scored 5 points on the last 2 possessions. As tries to lob it up to Landon Grant, out of reach there. Chase Parker would check back into the ballgame. So the inbound pass here coming up for number 1, Man. Man has it, being guarded by Chase Parker. Parker applying the pressure here. Over into the corner. Drives inside here, tries to put up a shot here. Iden keeps it alive here, and a foul called against Clemens. And going to the line for 2 shots will be number 21, Mitch Iden. So Iden going to the free throw line for 2 shots. As first of 2 on the way is good. So converts on that one. He's got 5 on the evening, looking to make it 6 with the second free throw, as that one is good. So Mitch Iden goes 2 for 2 from the line with 6 points on the evening, 31-19. CJ Bledsoe to Theo Grant. Grant won't fire 3. Hands it off to Chase Parker. Parker over to CJ Bledsoe. Inside to Jameer Dudley. 3 guys around. Kicks it out to Theo Grant. 3-pointer is off the mark. No good. Rebound grabbed by Mitch Iden. And here comes Clemens back down the floor here. Offense has been silent all night for Clemens. As a turnover against Johnson. That's only their 6th of the night. Clemens with 8. As we saw last night, a couple of plays stringing together changes the tide of the game. As can Clemens do it tonight here, running out of time. Theo Grant goes underneath the basket, gets around several, misses the layup. And a rebound grabbed by Mitch Iden once again. And the Johnson Jaguars back on possession. Going inside here, 3 guys around, puts it out to the corner. 3-pointer on the way is good for number 12, Kendall Bow. As he's now got 17 tonight, 2 for 7 from beyond the arc. As a sub will be made here for the Johnson Jaguars. CJ Bledsoe walked the ball up the floor. No rush here for the Buffaloes. Over to Theo Grant. Grant will hand it off to Chase Parker. Parker at the top of the key. Back at the wing for CJ Bledsoe. Pick and roll. Bledsoe fire three. That one is good. Knocks it down. CJ Bledsoe has converted twice beyond the arc here. 3 for 12. 35-22. Clemens within 13. As Shaq Vergese will come in momentarily. At the top, going inside here, tries to put up a shot. Blocked by Landon Grant. As that's the third Clemens block of the game. As a timeout here on the floor, so we'll be back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Johnson leads by 13 in round 1 of the UIL playoffs. We'll be right back here. We're back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, 35-22. As the inbound pass here at the top of the key for number 11, LJ Brown. Three-pointers off the mark, no good. As they're now 2 for 8. Theo Grant tried to fire a three and rushed turnover there. All the way up the floor, Jameer Dudley forces a turnover and out of bounds against Clemens. As Clemens trying to do too much on each possession. And has another turnover. Clemens 9, Johnson 7. Inbound pass coming up for Johnson. Lobs it all the way down the floor here, and this will go all the way back down the floor. So Shane Johnson will have to reset. LJ Brown on it. Goes inside, gets fancy with it, and Shane Johnson layup is good. 37-22. Shaq Vergese up the floor. Theo Grant fakes the pass over to CJ Bledsoe, who's got 6 off 2 3-pointers. Gets past, puts it high off the backboard, hits the top of the shot clock, and out of bounds it will go. As Landon Grant will check into the ball game in exchange for number 12, CJ Bledsoe. As Bledsoe has been the only one to score in all 3 quarters tonight. As only 2 people have scored a quarter tonight. Jameer Dudley has been the other scorer here in the third. As going all the way inside here, layup, foul, and 1. So number 22, Joseph Taylor with 9 will look to make it 10. So they're going to convert here at the line. And Taylor at the free throw line, only one guy in there, and that one's Mitch Iden. As free throw is off, Jameer Dudley grabs the rebound. That's his 5th of the game. And now he'll bring the ball up the floor over to Shaq Vergese. Vergese has it. No one open to pass to. Now it'll be Theo Grant. Grant looking for somebody. And now it's Jameer Dudley on it once again. Dudley back out to Grant. 3-pointer is short of the iron. No good. And here comes Shane Johnson back down the floor once again. Dudley. As that one's last touched by the sophomore. And an inbound pass coming up for Johnson. Theo Grant will be subbed out of the ball game in exchange for number 14, Delano DeHughes. So Mitch Iden will take a seat along with the subs here in the quarter. As underneath the basket here, Landon Grant got a hand on it and still finding a way to get that one is Richard Riketts. And expanding on that lead now at 19. Underneath the basket's Landon Grant, and easy 2 points for him. As the Grant brothers have scored in all 3 quarters, 41-24. Chase Parker comes to apply the pressure here. As they'll pull up a shot there for number 11. That one's a miss, and Jameer Dudley's got his 6th rebound. Sprinting up the floor here, tries to get a Euro step, draws contact, layup is good, and Jameer Dudley now has 4 back-to-back possessions with the Clemens 2 points. And now Chase Parker has the pressure with 57 to go here in the quarter. Turning around here, pump fake, gets Dudley to jump, handoff underneath the basket. Put up is good for Richard Reichats, as now he's got 4 points in the quarter. 43-26. Shaq Vergese will bring it up the floor. Jameer Dudley on it. Puts up a shot here, floater, and that one's off the mark, no good. A foul called against Jameer Dudley. It looks like a set here. So number 1, man will check into the ball game. In exchange for number 11, LJ Brown. Jameer Dudley will take a seat. So the inbound pass coming up for the Johnson Jaguars. There's no rush here from Man as he'll bring the ball up the floor. Clemens down by 17. Biggest lead of the night for Johnson has been by 19. At the wing here, trying to turn around, penetrate inside against Chase Parker. Foul called against Clemens. So Clemens called for the foul, and number 3, Shane Johnson, will go to the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 tonight at the line. So Shane Johnson knocks down the first, as he's now got 5 on the evening. 44-26, 18-point lead for the Jaguars. Looking to make it 19. Free throw on the way is good. So Johnson goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line with 6 points. 45-26 with 21 to go here in the third quarter. Here comes Shaq Vergese up the floor. Vergese over the corner. Delano DeHughes fires it from the end. That one's off the mark, no good. Another rebound grabbed by number 22, Joseph Taylor. He's coming all the way up the floor. He's not stopping. Blocked on the way up. As that's Clemens' 4th block of the night. So the inbound pass to come in for Man with 5 to go. Johnson most likely had the last possession of the half. This one's lobbed in over the head of Shaq Vergese. Spinning around here, tries to get separation, nearly lost it, puts up a shot. That one's off the mark, no good. Out of time, buzzer expires, and that will end quarter number 3. Johnson 45, Clemens 26. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, round 1 of the UIL playoffs. We'll be right back. We're back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, 45-26. Chase Parker on possession. Over to Delano DeHughes. Clemens is going to need to start firing from beyond the arc and needing to convert. Chase Parker has it to Marcus Gates. Gates goes inside, draws contact. Layup is good. So Gates has the first 2 points of the night. As we haven't seen much of him inside the paint so far. Going inside, kicks it out to the wing for number 1 of Man. And now on it here is Richard Reichats, goes inside, 2 guys around, and he still converts on it. As Johnson has really heated up in the second half. With Delano Hughes on it once again. Over to Chase Parker. Parker, what is he going to do with it? Hands it off to CJ Bledsoe. Bledsoe going inside here. No room to work with, so Bledsoe out to take it back out to that north side logo. With a bounce pass to Delano Hughes. Hughes on it. Back out to Parker. Parker fires the three. That one is good. Knocks it down. Chase Parker converts on that one. As that's the fourth three-pointer of the game for Clemens. 47-31. Marcus will come for a double team. Stolen away by CJ Bledsoe. And out of bounds it goes. As that would have been Johnson's 8th turnover of the ballgame. Clemens with 9. Jameer Dudley will check into the ballgame. He's got 4 tonight. As Landon Grant will check out of the ballgame. Clemens needs offense now. As the inbound pass here for number 22 of Joseph Taylor. Taylor will try to go inside against Chase Parker. Delano Hughes will stick to that man-to-man zone. As Allen nearly lost possession, the layup is good for number 5, Richard Reichats, who's now got 8 all in the second half. Timeout called here. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Johnson 49, Clemens 31. We'll be right back. We're back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Clemens trails by 18 with 6:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. As thank you for tuning in tonight. Our next broadcast will be on Thursday night as boys soccer hosts the South Sam Bobcats all the way under the basket. What a play by Marcus Gates. 4 points in the quarter. Goes underneath the basket. Had a reverse layup on that one. 49-33. Johnson has been explosive in the second half here. Layup is off the mark, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jameer Dudley. That's his 7th of the ball game. Dudley back out to Chase Parker, and Clemens is going to need some offense right now. They're in a rush. Delano Hughes won't fire a three. Chase Parker, Jameer Dudley, three-pointer is good. Jameer Dudley knocks that one down. Jameer Dudley with 7.5. 36-49. Clemens trails by 13, getting tripped up, and a foul called against Clemens. As an inbound pass coming for man of the Johnson Jaguars. So man to have the inbound pass here for the Jaguars. As going inside here, off the glass and in, carries it with ease. Kendall Bow now with 19. 36-51, CJ Bledsoe to Delano Hughes. Chase Parker's open, three-pointer is off the mark, no good. Jameer Dudley grabs the rebound, the putback is good. And Jameer Dudley now with 5 in the fourth. 51-38, does Clemens have time to get back into this one? Down by 13. Jameer Dudley just takes it away. One to beat. CJ Bledsoe draws contact. Off the mark. Jameer Dudley off the mark. CJ Bledsoe grabs the ball, and a foul called against the Johnson Jaguars. As that is the 5th foul. Our 2nd foul against Johnson. Clemens has 5. Has a chance to score there. Missed off the defense from Johnson. And now CJ Bledsoe out to have the inbound pass here. Lobs it into the Delano. Theo goes inside. 2 guys around here, and a foul finally called there. So Theo Grant will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. A late whistle. So the first player from either team to go to the line here in the fourth, as Theo Grant's first free throw is good. That one rattles in. He's been great all season long from the line. And now 51-39, Clemens within 12. Grant at the line with 4:49 to go. Second one is good. So Theo Grant with ease knocks it down there. 2 points here in the quarter. And Clemens now trails by 11. Here we go. Bounce pass here by district championship. Has nearly lost that one. Inside pass here. Gets past Mitch Hyden, as that will be the 8th Johnson turnover. And now Clemens will have the inbound pass here to get this one within a single-digit lead. Jameer Dudley will have the inbound pass here to Shaq Vergeest. Vergeest with the ball here. Passes over to Jameer Dudley. Dudley on it, fires the three. That one is good. Jameer Dudley now with 8 in the fourth quarter. Clemens is 5 for 14. 51-43. Coming to apply pressure here. That one's another turnover. An inbound pass coming in for the Clemens Buffaloes. Timeout Johnson. Clemens within 8, and the momentum is back for Clemens. We'll be right back here by District Championship on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Don't go anywhere. Well, back here to Clemens Broadcasting Network. Clemens trails by 8 with 4:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jameer Dudley with the inbound pass to number 20 of Shaq Vergeest. And here comes Clemens up the floor here. A pick and roll here. Theo Grant hands it off to Delano DeHughes. DeHughes to Dudley. Wide open three. This one is short of the iron. No good, as too much energy there for Dudley. And Delano DeHughes nearly forced a turnover on that one. Came in too hard and slipped up on the way. Vergeest tried to force a turnover. Inside, Mitch Hyden lost it. Delano DeHughes on possession. Here comes Clemens back up the floor. Jameer Dudley draws contact. Layup is off the mark. No good. 3:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clemens needs to hurry, but they got to find a way to get off good shots. Last two possession, hurried up shots. Into the corner, Mitch Hyden slams it down. He's now got 8 on the evening and takes it back to a 10-point lead, 53-43. Vergeest over to Gates, 3:18 to go in the fourth. On it now is Theo Grant. Grant over to Marcus Gates. Coach Bell trying to design the play here. Gates goes inside. Delano DeHughes, pump fake, gets a man to miss. Underneath the basket is Gates. Gates back out to Delano DeHughes. Jameer Dudley fires a three. That one is off the mark, no good. Out of reach. Delano DeHughes tries to keep that one alive. And that one's out of bounds. A missed three-pointer there. Clemens now 5 for 15 from beyond the arc. As Delano DeHughes will be checked out of the ball game. As the inbound pass is coming for number 1, Royal Man. DeHughes will take a seat. 2:44 to go here, or 2:54 to go here in the fourth. Clemens needs to stop right now. And the most dangerous man on the floor there, number 22, Joseph Taylor. He's been dangerous in the half. He's got 11 and back to a 12-point lead. Amari Little on possession. Clemens needs a three right here. Marcus Gates at the wing. Amari Little at the top of the key. He's got Jameer Dudley to the left side at the wing. Dudley needs something to go here. Three on the way is good. Jameer Dudley converts on that one. Dudley now has 11 in the quarter, 6 for 16 from beyond the arc. And Clemens back within 9. 2:18 to go here in the ball game. Over in the corner, passed up opportunity here. Clemens is going to need some offense going now. On possession now is man. Amari Little trying to force a turnover. Trying to go inside here. One guy to beat and a turnover against Johnson. As CJ Bledsoe will check into the ball game. So Amari Little will get the inbound pass from Jameer Dudley. So over here, Amari Little to Jameer Dudley. Dudley on it at the top of the key, looks over to his teammate Theo Grant. 1:50 to go here, showing on the scoreboard. Clemens needs to hurry it up. CJ Bledsoe on possession. Little, Grant, Dudley. Dudley trying to get separation, going inside. Bledsoe. Amari Little fires a three. That one is off the mark, no good. Rebound grab by Mitch Iden. And that might have put this one out of reach. Clemens needed a score on that possession. And now Johnson on possession with 1:25 to go here. Mitch Iden on it at the top of the key. Clemens trying to force a turnover here. And now it looks like they're going to have to foul. Goes over there. Mitch Iden won't take the shot. 1:12 to go here. Clemens trying to keep their season alive. Landon Grant with a block. And instead it'll be a foul called. So going to the free throw line for 2 shots will be number 21, Mitch Iden. But before the free throw happen, it'll be a quick timeout here with 1:09 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Johnson 55, Clemens 46. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Well, back here to the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Going to the free throw line for 2 shots is Mitch Iden. As Iden on the evening has 8. First of 2 on the way is off the mark and no good. So Mitch Iden will look to add to the point total, looking to make it 9. Second free throw on the way is good. So Iden converts on that one. 9 on the evening. And back to a 10-point lead. 56-46. Amari Little over to CJ Bledsoe. Fires a 3. That one is off the mark, no good. Another rebound grab by Johnson. And Clemens just could not find the range tonight. 6 for 17. Gets past CJ Bledsoe. As Kendall Bow will bring the ball up the floor here. Gets past Bledsoe. As Kendall Bow, no rush here for Johnson. Tries to get a crossover. Tries to get past him once again. Trying to go inside. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. And Clemens won't foul at this point. As well as just let Johnson run it out here. Foul by Amari Little and CJ Bledsoe combined. So going to the line for a 1-and-1 will be the Johnson Jaguars as they bring the most dangerous man on the floor, Kendall Bow, who's got 19 on the evening. Looks to make it 20 here at the line. As this is his first appearance at the free throw line this evening. As that one is good. So Bow gets 20 tonight. And looks to make it 21. So second free throw for Kendall Bow is good. Goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line with 21 on the evening. Now 58-46. As that one nearly turned over, Theo Grant tries to lob it up to Landon Grant. Grant loses it there. Keeps it alive. Off the backboard, no good. And another rebound grabbed by the Johnson Jaguars. CJ Bledsoe had the foul there, so Johnson will walk the ball up the floor here. And it'll be number 3, Shane Johnson, taking the 2 shots. As Johnson has gone to the free throw line in 3 of the last 4 quarters. As that'll be the end of the night for Kendall Bow, 21 points. As he looked great tonight. As Shane Johnson will go to the line for a 1-and-1. As that one's off the mark. No good, misses that one. Jameer Dudley will run the ball up the floor. Fires the 3 from way out, and that one's off the mark, no good. Mitch Iden grabs the rebound, and that one will most likely close it out unless Clemens fouls one last time here. Amari Little tried to foul And that will put this one away here. So the Johnson Jaguars run away with this one with a 12-point victory over the Clemens Buffaloes as they are bi-district champions, and they will advance to round 2 of the UIL playoffs. Final score, Johnson 58, Clemens 46, as that will bring an end to their season. It's been a great year doing Clemens basketball. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network to get the post-game report here. And congratulations to the Johnson Jaguars as they are bi-district champions. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Hello.
We're back here to the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Final score, Johnson wins this one 58-46 as they will advance to round 2 of the UIL playoffs and play in the area championship, as that will bring the end to the Clemens basketball this season. As once again, 2 basketball games in 24 hours. A lot goes into preparing for these games. Me and Joaquin, we arrived here an hour early. It used to be a 30-minute setup. Now
Cut it down to 5 minutes.
yeah, so we've gone real fast at the broadcasting setup. It's been a lot of fun doing the 2 games this season. This is our last indoor sport of the season, as we had volleyball. Joaquin wasn't with us at that time, and it was good adding him on for the basketball season. And then he'll be with us for boys and girls soccer, and then baseball and softball as the season progresses. So so thank you, Joaquin, for doing the basketball season with us. What was your you have a favorite memory from the basketball season?
Oh man, I don't know. There's too many good memories here.
Yeah, fun one. Really nice gym tonight. Thanks to Coach Johnston, Coach Lenhoff, and Ms. Bradfield and Coach Baltoon for all the help that y'all do for us. Without y'all, we wouldn't be able to put this broadcast together, as they were the big ones to help us out in doing this broadcast today. It's good to see Coach Bell this season, first year here, and they already made the playoffs. Clemens had been absent for the playoffs for a little bit, so good to see them back in the playoffs this year. Our next broadcast will be on a Thursday night at 6 o'clock, as we got Clemens versus South Sanford boys soccer. Saturday morning at 10 o'clock is Judson versus Clemens for girls soccer. And then we are getting ready for baseball and softball. Like you mentioned yesterday that softball was his sport he's looking forward to the most. So looking forward to getting ready that season going. Anything you want to mention last before we sign off for tonight's broadcast?
Oh man, I'm just gonna miss the basketball season. As Joey said, last broadcast we're both seniors, so this will be our last indoor sport that we have on the YouTube.
Yeah, so as we mentioned yesterday, girls basketball was our very first broadcast. Last year was just audio, and then we moved over to boys basketball also to get the coverage, and that was just play-by-play. And then we moved to like the webcam. It looked all right, and now, I mean, look at it now, 720p. So, so the quality has got a lot better. It's been a lot of fun being able to do this, especially with Joaquin. We've been able to do so much this year. I mean, the year's not over yet. We still got some high caliber teams. You mentioned yesterday the softball team. They got the whole infield committed. Yeah, but boys soccer is ranked top 5 in the state. Baseball had a loss yesterday, but they're back in action in the Northside tournament this weekend. So looking forward to seeing them. They'll be back on the diamond here soon. We'll have a game here, and then we'll have the March broadcast coming out on our Twitter and Instagram at SCHS_CBN and on Facebook at SCHS.CBN, as we'll give you the updates for the broadcast for later on. So once again, that concludes basketball season. It's been a fun past 2 years. Future unknown about the broadcasting next year, but those are all the supporters. Thank you. Thank you for all the support that y'all provide us. We couldn't do it without y'all. And that will do it. So, Joaquin, one last word before we sign off for basketball tonight?
I'm going to miss it. We're going to miss it.
Yeah, so we are ready to go, though. Don't forget about us. We still got 4 more sports left on the season. So we're not going anywhere. We still got a little bit more to go. So final score, once again, Johnson wins this one 58-46 over the Clemens Buffaloes. They're by-district champions, and they will play in round 2 of the area championship. I believe that game is Friday or Saturday. So good luck to the Johnson Jaguars. If you're a Johnson Jaguar, thank you for tuning in tonight. Make sure to give us a subscribe here at the end of the YouTube broadcast here. So as we sign off, have a great night. Go Bus. Congratulations to the Johnson Jaguars. And we will see y'all Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Have a great night and go Bus.